Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone. And peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. Just going to bring up this article. It's from Reuters. It's a credible source, a news source. It says, Iran commits new breach of framed nuclear deal, expands enrichment, IAEA. Now, basically, this is just another ploy to the bringing in of World War III. Ultimately, the destruction of the United States. All right, and, that's really what it's about. All right, because like the reason why these major powers and articles going to bring it up, the reason why they're so on Iran's jockstrap about their nuclear program, because they know who the target is, and they know that anything that they do is going to be prevalent to their demise. And I'm just going to read it. It says. Vienna, Reuters. Iran has committed another breach of its nuclear deal with major powers by enriching uranium with advanced centrifuges, a report by the UN nuclear watchdog policing that deal said on Thursday, further framed the landmark accord. Iran is breaching the restrictions of its deal with major powers step by step in response to U.S. sanctions imposed since Washington pulled out the agreement in May of last year. Hence of the presidency of Donald Trump. Washington has repeatedly said it is prepared to hold talks with Iran on a more far-reaching deal, arguing its crippling economic sanctions will force Iran to the negotiating table. Tehran, however, has ruled out talks until those sanctions are lifted, while continuing incremental nuclear expansion. So they still doing the do, man. They still doing their thing. And it says, they are busy at the Natanz enrichment facility, one diplomat said in response to the International Atomic Energy Agency's, which is the IAEA acronym stand for, reports of member states on Thursday. The deal only lets Iran accumulate enriched uranium with just 5,000 of its first-generation IR-1 centrifuges and Natanz. It lets Iran use small numbers of more advanced models for research without producing enriched uranium that they know of. The deal also caps the amount of enriched uranium Iran can produce and the purity to which it can enrich it, both of which Tehran has already breached, but only incrementally rather than by ramping up the level and amount as quickly as it can. On 25th of September 2019, the agency verified that all the centrifuge cascades already installed in R&D lines 2 and 3 were accumulating or have been prepared to accumulate enriched uranium. The IAEA report seen by Reuters Sunday said those lines comprise relatively small cascades of up to 20 centrifuges. The report said Iran is still in the process of installing two previously announced 164 machine cascades of the IR-4 and IR-2 models, two cascades that were removed under the deal, which also lifted international sanctions against Tehran. In its last update on Iran's nuclear activities this month, the IAEA said Tehran had begun installing more advanced centrifuges, models other than the IR-1 that are only supposed to be used for research, and was moving toward enriching uranium with them. Ratcheting up pressure. Iran says it has enriched uranium only for civilian purposes. Wink, wink. But the United States and IAEA believe it once had a nuclear weapons program that it ended. The deal was aimed at extending the time Iran would need to obtain enough fissile material for a bomb, if it sought one, something sometimes referred to as breakout time, to about a year, from 2 to 3 months. Iran denies ever having sought to build a nuclear bomb. And it goes to show, man, that none of these nations want to go to war. That's how you know the Lord is doing this. The Lord is playing puppeteer, man, with these nations, man, because none of these nations want to go to war because they don't want to ruin a good thing that they have so far, which is what? Us not ruling, all right? Because these devils know the prophecy. These heathens know what happened in the past with the Israelites, man, all right? And the same thing's going to happen just like it happened in Egypt and just like it happened in other empires, man. While Iran's latest enrichment expansion does not make a big difference to that breakout time for now, it further complicates the prospect of saving the accord. The remaining parties are committed to preserving the pact, though it is increasingly difficult. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Federica Mogherini told reporters after a meeting of the parties at the United Nations on Wednesday, which was yesterday. Direct U.S.-Iranian talks also appear less likely since the September 14th attacks on Saudi oil facilities that Washington blames on Tehran despite its denials. There it goes. There's more tension. In the meantime, Iran's expansion of its enrichment with advanced centrifuge continues, according to the IAEA. Iran informed the agency in a letter dated September 25th that it is reconfiguring its enrichment setup to add clusters of centrifuges, including a 164 machine cascade of IR-6s. The IAEA report on Thursday said. And so basically, long story short, I read the whole article, but basically what's going on is war is brewing. All right, we're here. These are the time of the wars and rumors of wars, man. Rumors of wars, all right? Because right now, what's going on now is just talking. Is they still just talking shit out. But after a while, it's gonna be no more talking, all right? The Lord is gonna force all these nations to get with it, man. As a matter of fact, let me bring out the scripture. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, the other nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And what? That's what is happening right now, man. Proclaim this among the Gentiles, man, because they know, they hear this. They hear the prophets. They see the prophets of the Israelite. They see the Israelite prophets on the highways and byways, man, because the Lord got them all scattered throughout the whole earth. And the Lord has prophets in a lot of different states in America and a lot of different countries in the globe, man. Verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And that's what Iran is saying, man. Iran is saying we're strong, man. All right, we give a damn about your sanctions. All right, the Lord is putting a spirit on these heathens to ready to get it shaken, man. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, man. So, and the rest of the heathens gonna get with it too, man. And gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And